Well, a little taken aback, there's no doubt about that, Courier. And what I think I perceived in the Henman game was not a desire to rush in at every availability to the net. The one time where he did come forward, he came forward behind a very deep shot. So I think he and Felgate seem to have devised quite an astute plan here, because Courier very often will like people coming at him, particularly if they don't come up on particularly good shots. So perhaps their strategy is only to come in on something really good.
I know there's been a huge amount of interest in Tim's progress this week back home in the UK. Joe Lynch, the member of the ATP Tour staff at the tournament, has been inundated by calls. And it's nice to have some success to follow after the, frankly, debacle of the cricket team in Zimbabwe, which Mr. McMillan has been giving me a very hard time about. Well, you thought he'd got himself into a tangle there, but he certainly extracted himself.
So very important in the wind to embrace the ball, get close to it. And what that really means is moving the feet well. Now, when Courier lost his serve to Muster, he broke back immediately, nullified it.
Yes, because that was also in the opening game of the match, wasn't it? Courier not ready. Maybe there was some movement behind Henman. Well, did it catch the line? Nope. I thought it was going wide, but I didn't hear a call.
Yes, I played me out. And good cover by Henman, anticipating the Courier two-handed backhand to come cross-court.
Thank you.
No, it's long.
Well, he did well to keep this two-hander, but once again, it coming cross-court. I think Henman's got to be alive to that. And after that, with Courier anticipating the drop volley, that's all that could arise. He was well on top in the point.
Rather snatched at that one, because it wasn't the greatest of approaches from Courier, but good enough to gain break-back point for the American.
Quick roll reversal there by Courier.
First ace of the match.
Well, it's been a feature of his play this week. That's what I was partly referring to. He's in and out, coming up with the in shot when he looks as if he's going out or about to lose a serve.
Courier also looking eager to get in behind anything short of a length.
Well, it's a serve that Henman used a lot to Magnus Gustafsson, who's better on the forehand, going in on that side and then looking perhaps for the weaker wing, slightly weaker wing for the next shot.
So 2 break points, both saved with aces. Not a lot that Jim Courier can do about that. 4th deuce. Oh, that's a fine shot.
Yes, it can be a liability at times, and very often was during the course of the last year and a half or so. But this week, Courier has been hitting that cross-court backhand really pretty well.
So Courier takes advantage of his 3rd break point, and both men start by losing their opening service games.
Yes, it's ironic that it should be following the same pattern as the Worcester match with Courier. Of course, a really powerful server as well, Courier. It's a little like Lendl. I think it's a part of his game that's not rated and should be, and served particularly well this week.
Caught here as a rebound ace, exactly the same as they'll be playing on at the Australian Open, starting a week tomorrow.
Well, Courier taking just a bit of pace off that one, noticing on the first point that he'd missed the first serve by miles, hitting that with a lot more top, determined to get it in. Once again, missing by quite a way. Henman's got to make up his mind quickly whether he's going to drive the ball or chip it.
Well, Courier really is struggling, isn't he? Again, a massive miss. Just to tell you that the doubles title was decided yesterday, and it went to the #1 seeds, Jaakko Elting and Paul Haha, 6-3, 6-2. They beat the Swedes, Patrick Fredriksson and Magnus Norman, who we saw beat Jim Courier and Michael Stieck earlier in the week. Well, this would break the pattern of Courier and Muster, because after the initial breaks of serve in that particular match, we had a run of games with serve before Courier got the decisive break to win the opening set.
Well, I suppose by the law of averages, Henman was likely to see a far better first serve from Courier. A pacey serve was either going to land in, or Courier was going to try a lot more top on it.
Well, that's a little outrageous. Second break point. Oh, and that's a great shot. So we start with 3 successive breaks of serve. And it's 2-1 to Tim Henman in the opening set. The question now is, can he hold serve, I guess? We'll be back right after this. 2-1 to Tim Henman, first set of this Qatar Open final. All 3 games having gone against the serve so far. Well, Courier thinks it was wide.
Yes, I thought it made enough of the line, and certainly it was that close that no way umpire Berger was going to overrule.
Looking at the replay, it looked to be on the line. You can see from the shirt there of Tim Henman through just how windy it is. What are the secrets of playing on a windy day like this?
Well, very often you've certainly got to hit through the ball. You don't want to be at all tentative, because any tentativeness and the ball's going to get flung out by the wind.